Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas offense will start this game off. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move their defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Here's the pressure. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Got his man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Takes it on the shovel. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Under fire. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught over the middle, it's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
The kick is on its way. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dell. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive lineman gave him a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Frazier. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Frazier.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Stockton. That's caught, it's Young. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Hard running there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Dogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive. Right down the middle. That obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Under fire. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Yeah, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the ground with the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
To the air, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the left. Turning it on. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. They're trailing by 13 to Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his brain. Nice work.
8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Working that left side now. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 3. The offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ball game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. At the 45 on its way. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race.
There he goes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to...
Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give out of the gun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from...
Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Frazier. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off play action. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but he caught it out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, we got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gets the back moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Texas offense. Motion from the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Wingo.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Gets it out fast. The Longhorns get the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Snagged out of the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Back to throw. It's Manning. The sweet feet buy a little time. Complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 10 over Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Stockton. They'll run the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Bell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Young. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Young. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third. Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.